All right, question 34. Which of the situations described below can be modeled by the equation n plus 0.5n minus 0.3n is equivalent to 1.2n, where n is the number of nickels originally in the jar. All right, so this equation says there was that many amount of nickels in the jar. Then if I look at all my answer choices here, it's working with percentages. So this 0.5 technically could represent 50%, and the 0.3, 30%. Now, pay attention to the signs. Okay, if this is the amount of nickels there were before initially, 50% of the nickels, of the original amount of nickels, was added to the new amount. Then 30% of the nickels were subtracted. That leaves you with answer choice D. It's not A, because it says here Amanda takes out 50%. It was added. Amanda takes out 50%. No. Amanda adds, yes, to the original amount of nickels to the jar on Friday. The number of nickels Amanda takes out on Monday is equal to 30% of the new nickels. The number of nickels taken on Monday is equal to the 30% of the new amount of nickels. No. The number of nickels takes out on Monday is equal to 30% of the original amount of nickels. Not the new. It's 30% of the original amount of nickels. All right, 18. Which of the following expressions represents the sum of the areas of the triangles shown? Okay, so if I put these two triangles together, I'm going to get, sorry, there's a lot of cat hair. If I combine these two together, I need to add these two values first. Formula for the area of a triangle is 1/2 base times height. So this becomes a new base. So it's 1/2 x plus 4 plus x minus 2. Close it up. And then all of this is multiplied by the height of the triangle. That gives me option A. Okay? This is not, you cannot combine 6 and 1/2 and make it 6.5. You have to multiply the two. Now, where did they get 3 from? Well, what's half of 6? 3. Okay? Then if you notice here and here, it's the same thing. But half of 6 is 3, making answer choice C an option. Okay, I can go further and simplify these now. I can combine x and x, making it 2x. 4 minus 2 is 2. So that's my base times half times the height. Okay, so that's 3. This becomes 3 times 2, which is D. All right, now 3 times 2 is 6x, not 12x, which makes it not E. A rectangle has a length of 8 feet and a width of 5 feet. If its length and width increase by 50%, what is the area of the new rectangle? Well, what's 50% of 8? 4. So 8 plus 4 makes the new length 12. 50% of half of 6 is 3. 3 plus 6 is 9. So it's a length of 12 and a width of 9. 12 times 9 makes the new square feet. What is the area of the new rectangle? Oh, I'm multiplying wrong. Sorry. 90 plus 18 is 108 square feet. D. All right. An airplane takes off 12.5 miles south of the city and flies due north at a constant speed of 170 miles per hour. What's the plane's position relative to the city after 45 minutes? So, if he does 170 miles per 1 hour, 1 hour has 45 minutes, 4 45-minute intervals. So I'm going to divide it by 4 to figure out how much he's doing per every 15 minutes. 4 goes into 17 4 times. Well, 4 into 770 is 4 and 16. It's 2, 8, 42.5 miles for every 15 minutes. So I'm going to take 42.5 times 3, 6, 7, is 127.5. Okay, then I subtract the 12.5 from it, leaving me with 150 miles. And I believe it would be due north because he's going north at a constant speed. Which of the following equations have a solution that is negative? All right, 5x over 2. Well, you can't combine these two to give you this. That's not even true. Okay. Let's just say x is 1. Let's take a guess. If this is 1, negative 1/3 plus 7 over 3. Oh, you have to solve for x. I'm so sorry. You have to solve for x. So, if this is x, start with a 5x. You need to bring the negative 11 over 2. So you have negative 7 over 2 plus 11 over 2 makes it 5x is equal to 4 over 2. Yes, 5x is equal to 2 divided by 5. My answer is still positive. I'm looking for a negative answer. That's why it's not A. I'm so sorry. Brain fart. C. So you have minus x over 3 plus 7 over 3 is equal to 13 over 3. This is a variable term. These two are like terms. So subtract 7 over 3. Cancel that. It's your i's. Remember your inverse operations. You have negative x over 3 is equal to 13 minus 7 is 6 over 3. Simplify this. Negative x over 3 is equal to 2 over 1. If I cross multiply, my answer has got to be negative in any case. This has to be a negative answer. You have negative x is equal to 6 divided by negative 1 on both sides, because you need to have x by itself as a positive. X is equal to negative 6, which makes a negative solution. All right, letter C. 3/4 x. I'm just going to go ahead and add 9 over 2 on both sides. Is equal to negative 39 over 8 plus 9 over 2. All right, you need a common denominator in order to add these two. So I'm going to rewrite this. It's negative 39 over 8 plus something over 8. 2 times 4. So 9 times 4 is 36. Okay. 3 over 4x is equal to, since these are different signs, same sign, add and keep, different sign, subtract, keep the sign of the bigger number, then you'll be exact. 39 minus 36 is negative 3 over 8. Okay. Get rid of these fractions and multiply by the reciprocal. X is equal to, a negative times a positive is still going to be a negative. I don't even have to multiply this out, making C an answer choice. Let me get a sheet of paper. D. 6x minus 5 is equal to 40. Plus 5 on both sides. 6x is equal to 45. There's no way it's negative. E. 3 over 2x minus 19 over 4 is equal to negative 73 over 4. Add 19 over 4 to both sides. 3 over 2x is equal to, subtract them because 73 is larger. 73 minus 19 makes it negative 54 over 4. Multiply by the reciprocal. X is equal to, and I don't even have to do this because a negative times a positive is still a negative, making answer choice E one of your answers. All right, solve the equation for y. Find y by itself. That's similar to the problems on question 38. But draw your I. Add 21 over 4 on both sides. 1/2 y is equal to negative 35 over 4 plus 21 over 4. Different signs, subtract the two. 35 minus 21, I believe is 14. 35, 21, yep. So you have 1/2 y is equal to negative 14 over 4. Multiply by the reciprocal to get rid of this. Simplify. 14 times 1 is negative 14 over 2 is negative 7. Oh boy, okay. Which of the following inequalities has a set of positive numbers as part of its solution set? Right. Number 1, or letter A. Select all that apply. Yes, you do have to go through all of the option choices. All right, so letter A. 4x plus 15 is less than 21. Treat it like a regular equation and solve it. Don't even bother with this just yet. Minus 15 on both sides. Cancel. 4x. Same sign, add and keep. So 6 and 3, negative 36. Divide by 4 on both sides. X is less than negative 36 divided by 4 is 9. And negative divided by positive is negative. So X values here are all numbers less than negative 9, which are not positive. So it's not A. Okay. B. Negative 5 over 3x. 17 over 3. Subtract 17 over 3 on both sides. Negative 5 over 3x is less than. All right, I need a common denominator. 9 times 3, so this is 27 over 3 minus 17 over 3. Negative 5x. That is 27 minus 7 is 20, minus 10 is 10 over 3. Multiply by the reciprocal of this to get rid of it. And it's negative. X is less than. Cancel these out. It's 2. It's 1. Negative 2. So your answer choices for X are all numbers less than negative 2. Oh, I forgot something. I had to switch the sign. Because I multiplied by a negative, I had to switch the sign. So my answers are greater than negative 2, which are going to be positive numbers. All right. C. 1 over 4x minus 16 is greater than negative 18. Add 16 to both sides. 1 over 4x is greater than negative 2. Multiply by the reciprocal. 4 over 1. X is greater than negative 8, which will give you positive values, making it answer choice C. All right. Negative 3 over 2x minus 11 over 4 Okay, I'm going to add 11 over 4 on both sides. Remember, I'm going to flip this. Okay, it's 42 over 4 multiplied by the reciprocal. X is less than or equal to 1, negative 1, so 2. I think that's 14. Yep, 14. So you have negative 14 over 2. X is less than or equal to negative 7, which is less than, not D. And let's do E right here. Minus 5 on both sides. It's 4. Multiplied by the reciprocal. X is greater than or equal to negative 12 over 8. Either way, that is going to be larger than the negatives, making it answer choice.